Good morning, children. We will start the new chapter, chapter number 10, motion and measurement of distance. Tell me, children, what is meant by motion? Motion means movement, right? So, since the ancient times, living things like humans, animals, birds, etc., they have been traveling from one place to another place. That process of traveling and moving the people or goods from one place to another is called transportation. Children, why this transportation necessary? Because transportation takes people to where they want to go and brings to them what they need. Okay, and then no trade is, that means no business is possible without transportation. See here, the prehistoric people used to travel and carry goods on foot as there were no other means of transport known to them. Then they started to keep some animals with them. They are the domestic animals, okay, such as horse, bulls, mules, to carry them and their goods over long distances. Till then, people used to drag their loads along the ground or carry them on their head. Clear? Then gradually, the prehistoric people learned to make sledges from logs, poles, etc. that enabled them to transport their load on the ground. Okay. At the same time, they also started using wooden rods built from logs. Logs means it is from the part which we cut from the wood and needs to transport goods across water. See here how they uh, used the modes of transportation in on the water. As the time went by, they learned to build canoes which could be paddled by hand or with poles, which ultimately led to the making of boats. Clear? The invention of wheel that means revolutionized the means of transport. Wheeled vehicles were much easier to move than the sledges. They came to know this one that before the invention of the wheel they were used only the sledges, right? After the invention of the wheel they came to know that it was much easier than the sledge. Then gradually after the invention of the wheel, our transportation became improved. Okay. Then gradually the great improvement in land as well as on water transportation took place. The design and construction of the ships improved vastly and trade began to prosper rapidly. And what are the modern means of transportation we used? We use cars, buses, trains, airplanes, ships, etc. to cover long distances, and for short distances cycles, scooters, rickshaws, etc. they used. And even in some of the remote villages, means the lonely areas, there they used the bullock carts and tongas by with the help of the horses. Still forms a means of transport there. In an era in which the man has landed on the moon, there has been an increase in the use of spacecraft to travel to space for the research and development. Understood, students? So from the prehistory till now, how the transportation improved. Okay, students? Thank you, students.